welcome to Mr. and Ms. Connections. I'm your host, Andrew.
And I'm Leilani.
This is the podcast that we go to random cities' Missed Connections section on Craigslist, and we read the posts. Some are looking for love, and others are looking for a wicked, awesome time. This week, we're going to Boston, the departed, Boston Yard with the Boston Harvard Patriots. Yeah. I'll be flashing that accent every now and then in this podcast episode. I'll let you know right now, I grew up loving every Miami team, and apparently every Miami team is rivaled to every Boston team. So if the accent seems a little far-fetched and a little mockery, it's just in my blood, man. It's a wicked smart blood. Just letting you know. I've also watched The Departed 8 times in 1 week, so...
You watched it 8 times?
In 1 week, yeah.
God.
Yeah. It came on like a Monday or something. It was on a Monday on Spike. I watched it, and I was like, oh, this is terrible. They took out all the curse words. So right when it was finished, I watched the normal version.
Yeah.
And then the next day, because it was like midterms week, so finals week. So every final, I was just studying for it, and Spike ran it every night that week. And I was like, all right, well, I want to watch it now since I saw it on the TV.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to watch it on TV because all the curse words are taken out. So I would always turn it on. So every night I would just see it on the TV, be like, oh, I'm in the mood for it. And then I'd turn on the movie. So yeah, I watched it 8 times in 1 week. Nice. 7 days, 8 times.
Nice.
It was a wicked smart time.
Oh, God.
Listen to Boston. It's more than a feeling. I watched Mac Wahlberg.
I don't even know where this is going now with your accent.
I watched Ted. I don't like the Patriots. I won't say that.
You just said it.
No, I didn't.
I thought you said I don't like the Patriots.
I just said I don't like the Patriots.
Oh.
But I'm not going to say I like them.
Oh.
That would hurt me.
That would
physically,
hurt you? That you said
mentally,
you liked
figuratively.
The Patriots.
My dad would be rolling in his grave right now if he heard that. There's no way I'm saying it. So let's go.
All right.
Let's start. Wick Crush at the Dunkin Donuts.
Is it always going to be at Dunkin? Is that where everybody meets up at Dunkin?
At Dunkin, yeah. I freaking love Dunkin, man. Hey, Mac. Work Crush. You look so beautiful in sundresses. You're beautiful, smart, mature, and just a good person. You are just a person. Whenever you and I talk, we just stare at each other in the eyes. I don't know what you were thinking, but I think about how much I would love to kiss you. You and I are both directors of different departments.
No. Stop.
But with directors of different departments. We chat a lot. But since we're both taken, I can't make the move fear of going south and ruining our work relation, or worse, me getting fired. What do I do? Just give me a sign you feel the same way about me. I know you won't read this, but in case you do, I got you a beautiful plan for your office when you came back from vacation this week.
Aw.
I like how you're like, aw, but they both are taken.
Oh, well, the plant thing, I mean, that's cute, but the whole thing besides being taken and all that crap, is the fact that the whole staring in the eyes or whatever, aren't you supposed to give someone eye contact when you're talking anyways?
Yeah.
Like, what is with all this intense staring that people think that is happening?
I think maybe a lot of people don't get a lot of eye contact nowadays because everybody looks at their phone and their social media and stuff, and I know there's some times where I just look at the noses of people just because it's like, I don't feel right making a lot of eye contact. Because sometimes too much eye contact is bad.
Just look away.
I'm not going to look away because that's just weird.
How's that weird?
Just like, hey, what's up, man? I'm looking this way when you're over here.
Sometimes I do that. I look away when I'm talking.
That's weird. That is weird. I'm just kidding. We all do it. We all look at something. I have, like, ADHD sometimes, so I just, like, look around. Somebody moves, I'm like, what's up over there?
So you're not really paying attention to that person talking then?
What'd you say?
And this is our last podcast, everyone. So, hope you like Boston.
Boston. JetBlue Vegas to Boston, Friday, 8 to 11.
We're going to get so many comments about how bad your accent is.
I hope. C. Met you as we boarded the plane, helped you with your bag, and loved your infectious smile and laugh. Ooh, you should get that checked out. Was excited that we were in the same row until the guy sat between us. Boo! It says like a whole bunch of O's.
Oh, wait, there.
Yeah. They said boo until the guy sat between us. Boo!
Wow.
Anyways, should you see this, maybe we can grab a drink sometime. If not, well, continue being awesome. Which, how did she know that if she didn't see it?
This is true.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, what the heck is wrong with you? He should have said something. I mean, even if there's a guy sitting in between you, I mean, I get the middle seat is not very likable, but you can still ask the guy to switch.
What if he likes the middle seat?
Who likes the middle seat?
I don't know.
I always sit in the middle seat, though. That's just me. Every time I've flown, I've taken the middle seat.
Really?
Yeah. I always fly with family, so it's like I've always sat in the middle seat. I'm always the buffer. I'm
either middle or I'm at the end. Every time I travel with friends.
Yeah, no, I've never had... I think there was one time I sat on the window seat of like a small like flight.
Yeah.
And then my family was like, we're never letting you do that ever again.
Why?
We need the elbow room. So you're going to be the middle person all the time. So I'm like... No, I'm a kid, so I'm like, okay, I guess that works. This is how it works. But I don't like flying, so it doesn't matter. You are the one I want. Honey.
I knew you were going to do that.
You're the one I want. You're the one that I want. My little scintillating vixens. Scintillating. Is that a word?
I've heard people actually use that word.
Scintillating. That's a little weird. I don't like that word. I don't like reading it, and I don't like saying it.
But you said it like 3 times.
Scintillating.
And you said it again. Okay, and you just did this weird tongue move. Oh my god.
You're scintillating, lady. You're scintillating vixen. Oh, yes. Ooh.
Are you gonna read it?
I first saw you at the grocery store. I can't remember how long ago it was. Perhaps a few weeks ago. You had long hair. Good job. You wore shoes. What? Every woman who has long hair and shoes, this is for you. Keep listening.
Wait, were they at Walmart?
I don't know. A grocery store. A grocery store. Oh, no, the grocery store.
The
grocery store. You had long hair, you wore shoes, and you pushed a metal contraption nearly overflowing with foodstuffs. So he just talked about a cart. Or a buggy, as southern people say.
This is
Get
when
your hands off my buggy. Is that my buggy?
I laughed at this because that's what my family calls it.
Really?
Yes.
I had a bad run-in with a woman at Aldi's one time. And she called it a buggy.
Oh.
So me and my girlfriend at the time, we were buying foodstuffs, and to get we had to get a metal contraption to put our foodstuffs in. Aldi makes you put a quarter in the thing, and then you walk around.
Yeah.
So we got all of our foodstuffs, we put it in the car, and we were walking back, and apparently this woman and this guy, I guess, put all the foodstuffs in the thing, and then gave his cart to a woman, a passerby. Mm-hmm. And when we were walking up, the woman turned around to us and was like, "Hey, did you steal our buggy?" And we were like, "No, we didn't steal the buggy. We were just putting it back. This is from us." And they were like, "Oh, well, we just had a buggy and it's not here anymore. And we think you stole it." And I was just like, "No, we didn't steal it. And in my mind, I'm like, do you need a quarter that bad?"
Exactly.
Your dude messed up, gave the buggy, quote unquote buggy, to somebody else. And when he turned around, he was too scared to tell you what he did. And he just basically pinned it on us. And long story short, we got our quarter. And they just had to deal with it.
So you just put it back, and then...
Yeah, we put it back. We were like, no, this is ours.
Yeah.
At one point, I was like, I felt so bad. I was like, am I going to give it to charity right now and give her $1? And I was like, no, I'm not going to. I'm not feeling it.
I feel like they were buggy scamming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know. But yeah. Yeah, so foodstuffs, mail contraption. Already stupid for not calling it a cart. As you move through space, your head turned this way and that. Who is this guy? Really? I was instantly a little in love. Only a little bit.
Just a little.
Just a little bit as she moved through space and turned her head that way and this. I was astonished to see you again at the gym a few days, or was it a week later? You were riding one of those, what do they call them, exercise thingies? You wore shorts and a t-shirt and your hair was in a ponytail. Again, a woman who goes to a gym and wears a shirt and shorts and puts her hair in a ponytail, this is still talking about you. Your body moved with a natural ease and a great fluidity, and your ponytail flopped about. I was enthralled. Okay, is it still a compliment if somebody says, hey, your ponytail flopped about?
I'm trying to figure out if this person's foreign or not, or just, like, stays in their house all day.
I last saw you at the airport, so apparently he doesn't.
Oh.
I feel like this is like, meet you once at the grocery store, okay, that's cool. Meet you twice, oh, we go to the same gym, how coincidence, 2 coincidences, alright. But seeing you at the airport...
Yeah, he followed her.
That's a little alarming. Not everybody's going to the airport at the same time.
I mean, it could be serendipitous, but... no, I think that's just stalking.
I think it's stalking. You were wheeling a black suitcase along. Again, you wore shoes.
Why is wearing shoes a big thing?
I'm not making this up. He actually said that. I'm surprised. Did she wear shoes at the gym? He didn't mention the shoes at the gym.
She was barefoot.
Oh my gosh. How can you do barefoot at the gym?
Try it.
Apparently, she wore was a t-shirt and shorts, but no shoes. You had a serious, focused expression, and you seemed in a great hurry, as if intent on some goal, some end result, some final destination. She's at the airport. Maybe she's late for her airplane.
Exactly.
What are you talking about, man? This guy's weird.
Something's wrong.
This, I thought to myself, is the girl for me. Now I have to wonder if that was even true. Because I think this guy's just like writing like a fiction novel. And a bad one at that, because he didn't put any detail. Again, you wore shoes at the airport. I didn't have to fly anywhere. I was just following you along, and I saw you at the airport. You seemed like you were in a great hurry. Like you saw me, the guy who stalks you at the grocery store and the gym, and you started to run off and grab security. I pulled out of the parking lot very fast, in a grand hurry, like I had a final destination, an end result.
Oh my god.
A purpose, if you will. Here we go. Stairwell at the Annual International Congress of Anarchists.
What?
Now that's a title. A stairwell at the Annual International Congress of Anarchists. Boston Convention Center.
Alright.
So there I was, slouching in my seat in the packed auditorium at the convention center, half listening to an august retired anarchist give a talk. Quote, making subversion part of your daily life, and sipping tepid capitalist coffee when you came and sat down next to me. You were slim and wore black low-top Converse Chucks, black jeans, and a black sweater. The black accentuated your pale complexion and your magnificent shoulder-length hair. I had never seen someone so beautiful. I began to daydream that I was living with you in a mud and stick hut in a forest after the collapse of civilization.
What is... Oh my...
He's an anarchist. He doesn't like people telling him what to do. I imagine...
But you could live in a better house than a stick and mud and living in that.
Not when you're in a complete anarchist mode.
Oh my god.
Do you know how good that black sweater would look in a mud and stick hut? And in a forest?
No.
I imagine that we ecstatically tried every one of the positions in the Kama Sutra. I was startled out of my reverie? Yeah, there we go. I was startled out of my reverie. I was startled out of my reverie when you leaned over and whispered, "This talk is so effing boring." We began to whisper back and forth. You took my hand and led me out of the auditorium in the middle of the talk. We passed through endless, empty labyrinth corridors and eventually ended up in a malodorous stairwell in a far corner of the building. It was quiet. And the light was feeble and sickly yellow. I was fairly certain the smell was that of urine. F this place, you said, scrawling an anarchy symbol on the wall with a black Sharpie.
Really?
Yeah, F it, I said. We sat down on a step, kissed, and shared a joint, and kissed some more. I was in love. You were paged for a patient emergency and had to go to the hospital. I lost the scrap of paper on which you had written your iPhone number. I hope you're out there and read this. Contact me and we can live happily ever after in Revolution. So I think a lot of writers are in Boston.
Obviously, because holy crap.
Yeah.
Why do you need to get that detailed in that?
Also, why go to the meeting if you're just going to, like, not even listen to it?
And
really?
You're going to get a marker and then write on the wall and...
Yeah, screw this place. Yeah, screw it.
And then she gets paged because she's a doctor.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to go take my all-black outfit and leave.
I don't...
That was some story.
No.
Well, let's see. Another one. The letter you cannot send. Hello. I am interested in collecting a series of anonymous... no.
Is that trying to hook up?
We're done.
Wow.
We're done with that. Come on, man. You were on a good, we were on a good motor kind of thing.
Motor kind of thing?
Motor kind of thing. It might be a cab, it might be a motor. Come on, man. That just took me out of it. Come on, I'm almost gonna read that one again to get back in the mood. Boston. So far, Boston is really just like you, a black-laced wearing woman in an anarchist convention. What the heck, man? Are you kidding me? Gosh, man. A lot of these are just really small. Like, hey, hit me up at the mall. You want to repeat it? Hey, you saw me in the mall. I was drinking an Orange Julius. We made multiple ties of eye contact since you work at Orange Julius. Supergirl, round 2.
What?
Hello again. I just found your post. Very fun. Ooh, this is like one that they actually like saw each other posts.
Oh.
Too bad you can't like see the posts. Like you can't see her posts. I just found your post. Very fun. Although I am not sure what you could not find. So rather than the reply button, here we are again. By now you have stashed your cape and you are back to saving people without leaping over tall buildings. I hope we can continue until the next flyby. I thought of you all day Monday. You're just setting yourself up for failure, calling her Wonder Woman. That's a little desperate, I feel.
Right, I thought you called her Supergirl because Wonder Woman doesn't have a cape.
Supergirl. I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care.
Wow.
Alright, and then I just found a giant poem, which I'm not going to read.
Oh, please don't. Please,
I'm
no.
not going to read a giant poem.
I don't want to go through Seattle, that whole thing
wow.
again.
Look who's throwing... I'm throwing Walmart shade in our last episode. Now you're throwing Seattle shade.
Yeah, if anybody listens to that one, they would understand.
Alright, here we go. Missed connection with the juicy side of man meat.
What?
That's right. A missed connection with the juicy side of man meat.
That's an amazing title.
Saw you today on the D line. I'm sure you did. Going towards Riverside. You, super cute, chill beard, well dressed. Me, curvy BBW. A little older than you, red hair. We caught one another's eye, and then I tried to wink, but it probably ended up looking like a bug flew in my eye. What can I say? I'm a little clumsy. Write me, wink, wink. XOXOXO.
Yeah, yeah. There's probably a lot of people in the D line.
What is a D line?
That's probably a train or whatnot.
Oh, see, I've never been to Boston. My uncle wants to go to Boston a lot. Like, he wants to go there really badly to go see a Patriots game.
I've been there, and I've been to also Quincy, because I have some friends up there.
Nice. I watched Manchester by the Sea and The Departed. So I've essentially been to Boston.
Yeah, you've been there.
Yeah, I've watched those two. I've listened to a lot of Boston, the band. So yeah, I think I like Mark Wahlberg movies.
You ate at Mark Wahlberg. Tried, but no. Well, you ate at his restaurant.
Yeah, and I watched the show Wahlburgers.
See?
Hey, Wahlburgers. I feel like I sound like his cousin, his nephew Brandon, when I do the Hey Wahlburgers. He has like a higher voice, so he's like, "Hey, I'm Brandon Wahlburger. Hey, Donnie." Scruffy guy on Boylston. Hey, we made eye contact and definitely both had a double take. I wish I would have followed you and given you my number. You were wearing a white collared shirt with a beard. It was 7 p.m. Boylston Street right by Restoration Hardware. I was swearing a dark red wine colored shirt, blonde hair, and a beard. Hope we can connect. And he said swearing. He didn't write wearing. Just letting everybody know. He was swearing.
He was swearing.
He was swearing by that wine colored shirt. Hours of wonderful chatting and cheating. Hours of wonderful cheating and some confessions. Just letting you know, I'm showing Leilani the top.
One more full. What if they have a speech impediment and they just write it as they say it?
Wow, that's weird.
Well,
what is that?
Like talk to text, and that's what they're doing.
Wonderful. They wouldn't autocorrect?
No.
What are you saying? It's kind of like that place in Monty Python and the Holy Grail where the monster in the chain is like, it's like, oh, maybe a monster ate him. Well, why would he chisel why wouldn't he just yell it? All right, here we go. I know you are not likely going to see this. This post is more of a means to get this off my chest. Let me start by telling you how much I loved our time together yesterday, and I genuinely love and adore the person you are. After all of the years we have known each other, I still find something new about you that I like. Any questions I had in my mind about where I stand with you or how you see me was answered yesterday, and I think you clearly know where you stand. I cherish you. I adore you. And I miss you. I'm looking forward to the next time. Sweet dreams, sweet girl.
Yeah.
I think you swung and missed, man.
Yeah.
So I'm just letting everybody know. I think he swung and he missed.
No, poor thing.
Who cares?
Wow.
You gotta try harder, man.
Wow.
Also, don't come off too desperate. You maybe gotta sit back, let her chase you a little bit. Don't you think that's... So if a guy is just, like, hounding you, like, every day with text, like, you don't find that a little, like, oh, okay, let's
Not in the beginning, no.
Let's calm it down here.
Not in the beginning.
Not in the beginning?
No.
If he's being this pushy in the beginning, you don't think it's gonna be weird when it gets to where you're... Like, texting you first thing in the morning, every day, like, every hour, texting you, like, multiple texts.
Okay, well... Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I think it's trying too hard, and I don't think it's a good look on anybody.
I mean, when you first start talking to someone, of course you're going to be on your phone a lot. But then afterwards, I mean, I don't think you should be on your phone that much.
I don't know. I just think it's a little... I think people have the wrong intention, and then they... Well, I think they have the right intention, but then they try too hard. And it's like... It comes off a certain way, and people kind of don't like it. Like, it's too much too soon.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
If I'm wrong...
Yeah, most of the time you are.
Just text them nonstop every minute, and if they don't text you back, like, if they don't text you back, this is what you do. You randomly text them a random sentence. Like, they don't text you back in an hour. Whatever you're watching, text them a random thing that you're thinking about. And that should get the conversation started again. Is that too much?
No, I mean, that's a good tip.
Hey, talk to me. Hey, talk to me. Hey, talk to me. Hey, talk to me. You ever wonder in Siesta Key why Alex is being an a-hole?
Oh, God, you're breaking the show up.
I like Siesta Key now. It's my new thing.
Good for you.
Wow. Good for you. I hate Siesta Key. Now you're making me say lies. Yeah, you're making me say lies because you hate a show that I like.
I mean, is that bad?
Speaking of a show that I like, I love Bachelor in Paradise is back. And speaking of people who are trying too hard, way too fast, holy crap, man, that is some crazy stuff. Just throw people on like this little island resort with no AC for a while and just see the emotions go wild. A lot of people hate it, though. I mean, not a lot of people hate it. I mean...
What are you trying to say? I see you struggling over there.
It's a lot of emotions in a very short period of time. Every day is like 3 days. They have somebody leave.
Wow.
A couple of people leave. So it's like you gotta be hooked up with somebody. Like, hey, you're with me. I'm gonna give you a rose so you last another week, quote unquote. It's only 3 days, and then the other sex gets the rose, and they keep going back and forth.
So I would just strategize with someone. I'm like, hey, we may not like each other, but if we want to stay here.
But then, what if they find somebody, and then you're out, and you don't find somebody? That's the problem.
That is a problem.
That is the problem.
Well, then you have to you probably have to get multiple people, like 2 or 3 people, into that
I like
whole
how
game
we're
plan.
strategizing for a show we're never gonna go on.
Yeah, no.
We'd never be on this.
No.
I would love
you maybe. I can see you.
I'd be on The Bachelorette in a heartbeat.
I can see you doing it.
But then I wouldn't. I would be the guy that people are wondering if I'm there for the right reasons, because I'd just be quirky, and I wouldn't be pursuing the girl as much, because I'm not one of those guys that are like, oh, I really want to be with this girl that's dating 25 other dudes.
I can see you just being a troll on there.
I'd just be like, hey, who's bringing up my name? And then I look up to the guy, I'm like, because normally there's always a point in The Bachelor or Bachelorette where somebody is being questioned on why they're there, and then there's like a fight that happens like for 3 weeks until that person gets kicked out or the other person gets kicked out that keeps on bringing it up.
Yeah.
So like I would never bring up a fight. Like I would just talk to the girl and they'd be like, well, they're saying you're here for the wrong reasons. You keep on bringing up your YouTube channel to the production. You keep on talking about your Mr. and Missed Connections podcast. Like, what's up? Are you here for the right reasons? Do you want my love? And I'm like, baby, I'm here to get to know you. You're my first and foremost. But my passion is with YouTube and making videos, and I want to do that. And then you gotta let me be me. But who's saying this? Who's saying these lies to you, baby? And then she tells me, and I just go up to the dude, and this is what I do to the dude. Just walk up to him, and I go, bro. And that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Well, your first mistake is calling her baby so many times.
Baby.
That's a lot of babies.
Hey, baby.
It almost sounds like you don't know her name, so you have to substitute that with calling her baby that many times.
Hey. Jenny?
Oh my god. Jenny?
I go up to the guy, I'm like, how dare you tell me that I'm not here to find true love with Rachel, that's what I meant. Knew it began with an R. All right, here we go. ADA Suffolk County Court.
Wait, and they met in the court?
Yep, ADA Suffolk County Court.
Okay.
Saw you a few times in the jury room and saw you again this morning in front of the Suffolk County Courthouse. You are so hot and sexy. You're about same height as me, 5'10", and you are slim. probably Indian descent. Saw you again at 9 a.m. You will know who I am. I can't take my eyes off you. You are so handsome. I just want to give you a good hard handshake. Maybe a lick of your pixie stick. And maybe play some basketball. If you want. I don't care how big or small your ring finger is. I just want you to enjoy feeding me some juicy fruit gum loads of juicy fruit gum. I am older than you, and you can see me every day if you choose at the courthouse. I'll just say we are on the same floor.
Sweet Jesus. Are you just going to give out, like, what you're going to do, like, goods-wise?
Yeah. I'm out here. I'm on Missed Connections. I don't play with Missed Connections, all right? This is my playground. This is where I get my real stuff out. Remember what that old guy said. You're anonymous until you choose not to be. Just to let everybody know.
Wow. That's just, wow.
Yeah. Nadia, my shopping elf. Once again, you disappeared. You said your email changed, but you were still interested. Did your email change again, or did you leave the country again? I'm hoping you return again, so we can continue whatever it is you call what we have. LOL, little colon P. Update, I know your friends look in CL too, so if you know her and can let me know what's going on, I'd appreciate it.
So if you know her friends, why don't you ask her friends about her and get
Maybe
her...
they don't know her friends. Maybe he just knows they look there.
But again, this comes back to the main question that we've had since the very beginning of reading these. Why is it just email?
I don't know.
Why there's so many different outlets for you to contact someone. Yeah. Why just email?
Skype, WhatsApp, Instagram,
Kick.
Twitter, KIK. I hate that.
Kick?
That always gets me.
Why?
The stupid bots on Tinder always are like, hey, kick me. And I'm like, yeah. I'm going to kick you, bot. I'm going to kick you so hard. iRobot, you Shia LaBeouf, Will Smith.
Yeah, most of the time it's either... Most of the dudes put on Snapchat or Kick, but it's now mostly people are reverting back to Snapchat.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's easier for a picture to disappear.
Oh, that's why I'm not getting a lot of hits. I don't have Snapchat.
Yeah, if you get Snapchat, then maybe.
I don't have Snapchat.
Then get Snapchat.
I am not going to get Snapchat.
Why?
I don't like Snapchat.
Why?
I don't have friends, and I don't want to take pictures of myself. If I take pictures of myself, I'm going to put it on Instagram.
What do you mean you don't have any friends?
I don't have any friends.
You probably how many friends do you have on Facebook?
100 and something.
Then you have friends.
But I only know half of them. I don't know. I had one experience with Snapchat. At one point, it just turned into texting. Like, you text with a girl, and basically all you do is take a picture. You take a picture, and then at one point I was just randomly just taking a random picture. I just 1, 2, 3 snap, and then I would text on the thing to send a message. And I'm like, at one point I was like, this is stupid. Just send me your phone number, and I'll text you.
Well, everything, if you don't want conversation saved or if you don't want picture saved, you go on Snapchat.
I got nothing to hide, so she has something to hide. What do you got to hide, girl? You better tell me. You got a beau at home? I don't want to talk to you if you got a beau at home. Why are you trying to hide my message? Don't try to hide me. I'm a bushel of sunlight. And you try to hide me, you're hiding a perfect gift to the world. Not perfect. I'm not perfect. But
yeah, I was going to say, you might want to
I'm a gift to the world. I'm a gift to the world. And if you want to hide this, I just want to have some fun. I'm like Cyndi Lauper. Some guys try to hide the beautiful girls and hide them away from the rest of the world. Well, I want to be the one that shines in the sun. And girls just want to have fun. Unless they're trying to hide you on Snapchat with your messages.
It's not hiding.
Who are you hiding on Snapchat?
What are you talking about?
Who are you hiding on Snapchat?
I'm not hiding anyone on Snapchat.
Are you sending messages to some boys that you don't need to be sending them?
Anyways, what else is red?
Oh, we hit a nerve. We hit a nerve, people.
Just what next one?
Stephen Co. You're so cool. Jennifer's Body. You're beyond apathetic.
I'm like, that's a good movie.
Victim hating. No, it's not.
It's a pretty good movie.
All right. First of all, before we get any further, Jennifer Body is not a good movie.
It's pretty good.
Amanda Seyfried. Okay, first of all, you're saying a Megan Fox movie is good. Let that sink in.
I like the first Transformers, and she's in it.
Yeah, she's in it, but I wouldn't classify it as a Megan Fox movie. And second of all, this was the movie that everybody was like, hey, she gets a little bit nude in it. And she doesn't. She definitely doesn't. And then it didn't even make sense what the whole point of it was. Just girls eating men? What is this? A Hall & Oates song? Get out of here. Jennifer Body was terrible. I'm done with this. Jennifer's Body. You're beyond apathetic, victim hating. You think you're coy and much above average intelligence. You're foremost incapable of feeling, and you're very sneaky to protect your big ego. Sexually, you never measured up. So I'm sure you had your run. Nobody promised you a black rose garden. Anyway, you false nymph. You a-holes will get yours. You a-holes will get yours. It's a mystery why you're so privileged. You don't hold any real power in the world at large. Must be the working of some unfathomable darkling like Alex. There are two of those, though. It's at least comical for some observer that you think you are like an Angelina Jolie movie character.
I'm so lost with this.
I don't know. I don't get where Angelina Jolie came from.
I don't know either.
Does this person think she's in Jennifer's Body? Because she's not. That would make the movie even that much worse.
Is that the person's review of the movie? Or...
Yeah, it's just a very late review of Jennifer's Body.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
they just saw it.
Just letting you guys know Jennifer's Body is apathetic and Angelina Jolie is not even in it. Angelina Jolie is terrible in Jennifer's Body, guys.
Oh, man.
What the heck, man? Let's go to... Oh, here we go. Sheba versus Panda.
What?
Sheba versus Panda. Panda. Mercy, I got a panda. Got a phantom. All right, don't get me wrong. I love everything in my life. I don't sit around and mope all day like I used to. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Almost every day is wonderful and fun with my new friends and pets. Life is interesting and amazing. My job is fantastic. ... I'm fixing to go up to Maine with a group of friends just to escape and have fun by a lake in a cabin. But it's in those moments of happiness that your image randomly appears, and it leaves me startled and angry, and sometimes just annoyed. Sometimes you're the reason I don't want to sleep, and sometimes I can't wait to see you. There are times that without warning, you just decide to waltz right across my face. And it goes without saying that I have to bare my teeth at you. Why? I'm asking you why. Even I don't know. I don't hold such a hatred towards you. You never did anything wrong. If anything, it's a deep hatred for myself. For all the things I put you through. Especially when it comes to all of our friends. To be honest, I don't think it's love anymore. I think I just miss all our friends and the crazy things we do. I'd miss having people to play video games with. I miss being tested by your annoying brother and teased about my weight. I even miss how sweet and protective you were with me.
You're so full of it when you start doing this.
Even your family.
Oh my God.
Even your family. How your mother would cook for us. And we'd have family meals together. I miss going out to your family events. It made me feel like a part of a wonderful family. One that I sadly had to leave from. I'm sorry. Hold on.
This is why we can't take anything seriously on this whatsoever. So dramatic.
One that I sadly had to leave from. I'm sincerely sorry for all that I've done, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you for the memories, KM. Peace. All right.
You done?
I'm done.
You done?
I'm done, and that person's done. Because maybe he's sorry, but he doesn't care because who gives a crap? He's happily now. He's going to Maine. Peace out. I'm going to Maine. I'm going to go hang out with Stephen King. Maybe read some of his books. Yo, girl. Yeah. That was good, though. I feel like I'm getting, like, better at acting.
Because of this?
So, girls, hang out.
Wow.
Or anybody listening to this maybe wanting to be, like, an acting coach for me. What's up? I can read some lines. Give me a table read. I almost cried on that one, actually. My eyes watered up. Okay, here we go. Beautiful redhead. Married?
Ugh.
Married? This is an old fetish of mine. Perhaps dating back to my high school days and my first girlfriend, who was a redhead. We didn't do much beyond kissing, but she may very well have been the love of my life. Flash forward 25 years, and I still wonder about her, though I'm happily married now and built a life I will never leave. Help me live a fantasy, probably just once, to go help me live a fantasy, probably just once, to go down under on a clean, attractive, red-headed woman. Age not important. I think it should be important.
He does not care.
Hello there. I'm Chris Hansen. Is this your genitalia? I was just gonna hang out with her, I swear. Just a desire to be licked with no reciprocation needed. I can host weekdays in the Metro West area. 45 years old. I just thought it was important to say what his age was, his or her age was, and I think it was a him.
I think it was spotted like 2 like midlife crises already between the posts.
Yeah, it was pretty. I don't like that one. Especially since he's married and he's trying to hit some side action. I just want to live the fantasy once. One person goes for it, he's going to want to do it a couple more times.
Exactly.
Guess what, man? You're not in a good relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And you're thinking that something's missing. Well, guess what? Stop it. Here we go. Petite brunette, unsatisfied wife. I'm an attractive, intelligent, well-educated... Oh, I guess he's wanting... I have decided to place an ad. Nope. I'm not helping you cheat on this podcast.
Again,
I'm not subjecting 7 listeners to this cheating, distasteful stuff.
Yeah, but why does everybody have to start off with, I'm attractive? I'm not saying that, you go off and say I'm a hideous, shut, but I'm just saying...
I think you're automatically not attractive if you're having to put on Craigslist what you want.
True.
Am I right?
You're correct.
I don't think I'm right, but I think that's the assumption. That if you're going to Craigslist to find somebody, then, who's not a missed connection. If you legit saw somebody and you really want to get to know them, guess what? There you go. But I think this is where, an instance where, hey, I'm putting out an ad on Craigslist. You want to hook me up? I'm well-attracted, athletic, 6'5", have abs of steel, have like 1,000 nanometer person conjoined. Like, hit me up. I don't know why I had to do this. Like, I
believe, what's their name again?
Tim Robbins. Bacco Monday night. You sat next to me at the bar at Bacco Monday night, and we had a great chat about skiing and how hard it is to meet people in Boston, not being a Boston native. My crew wanted to go to dinner, so we had to go, and I effed up and didn't ask you for your number. Anyway, I thought we shared some things in common, and you've been running through my head since we patted. I would love to see you again and continue our conversation. Tell me where you used to go snowboarding growing up, and something else we talked about so I know it's you. That was a nice one.
Yeah, that was straight into the point.
I just don't know how you forget how to ask for a number, though.
I mean, you're in the moment, and then, like, your crew wants to go out to dinner, and you're saying goodbye, and then you're like, oh, crap, I should have.
But right at the goodbye or anything, like, you should be like...
As you can
Is somebody starving in this crew? Me and my crew wanted to go out, and Larry didn't eat for 3 days. He's starving. He ran out of the bar.
Again, it's either people are... They're not thinking clearly. They're too nervous. There's a lot of factors of why people don't ask.
But this one is like the prime example. Like, you're leaving. Just be like, hey, we had a really good conversation. It takes 5 seconds. Not like the anarchist who lost the number. How many pockets do you have? Do you have a hole in your black jean pocket?
Yeah.
Bro, like, why are you losing your iPhone number?
I don't know.
Let's meet at Wahlburgers.
Oh my god.
Maybe Alma's. Maybe we'll go see Manchester by the Sea. San Diego Sweet Hat. San Diego.
San Diego.
Apparently it's Boston.
Oh.
You don't even live here. You live in San Diego, but you grew up here. That's why. We can't be friends, and I ended it. But truthfully, I miss you a lot. More than I should. It still can't be more than it was, but I miss having you in my life. Things are really hard for me. Not at home, but everything else. I miss being in your arms. I truly hope you don't read this, because I don't want to complicate things. I just needed to tell someone, anyone, that I miss you. I miss you. Hello there. Oh, I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. I need somebody and always. This sick, strange darkness. I'm about to get copywritten because I'm...
Yes, you just keep going.
I love Tom DeLonge. But I can't, so I'm putting it out into the world this way.
I just think you should just keep that to yourself.
Keep it to yourself, man.
No. I mean, you don't want crap to get complicated, but yet, what did you
I found replies.
To that one?
No, I found X's. There's a thing called X's. Then there's one that's happened the same day that says replied to X's. And then there's another one that I passed that says X's replies.
Oh, snap.
So let's I want to go through this.
Okay, go.
And there's also a Dunkin Donuts one, so I feel like we should go through that one too. All right, here we go. This is the first X's that I found. X's. Oh my gosh, they're so... It's not too long. I thought it was longer. X's. M4W. That's what's on everyone. I've been divorced from my ex-wife for 3 years. I thought I was over her. Apparently, I'm not. I've dated other women since, but none seem to compare. How do we get over the women that imprint on us men? How do we? She is beautiful, sexy, incredible in bed, and a fabulous mother to my children. The things that drove me crazy then drive me more insane now. What is a guy to do? Is it because she is no longer interested? Probably. Is she imprinted on me? Not a thing. The things that drove us apart, fighting and arguing, have finally stopped once we stopped caring or wanting me. And now that I see the beautiful whole woman I fell in love with again, how much she did actually love me, and now she doesn't want me. I'm more heartbroken now than I ever was during our separation and divorce, and I've talked to many other men in my situation, and I've found this is very common. And some are even remarried and said they would go back to their ex in a heartbeat. I just wish I knew then what I know now. Heartbroken. Plus, this is solely for the purpose of seeking advice. She does not come on here. She lives on the West Coast.
Aw, I kind of feel bad for him.
So these are going to be replies from other dudes probably saying, hey, chin up, man.
Probably. Something juicy.
This one could be maybe. But this is what we wanted. We wanted to see if people replied.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Let's see what the replies go and let's see where. But this is going to be a very encouraging thing, I think. Unless some guy's just like, F off, dude.
Man up.
Find another broad and get out of here. Take it to Wahlburgers. Hey, Wahlburgers, if you want to sponsor us. Sorry for your loss of your marriage. She is gone. You miss her. When you love someone, you always love them, or you never really did. I don't think that's true. That's debatable, but I don't think it's true. You feel the void. It is real. The struggle is real. A lot of what you are feeling is because she got over you. We always want what we can't have or can no longer have. You don't know what you have until it's gone. A man once said to me, once the man I currently love sees I have moved on and am gone for good and am happy and with someone else, then and only then will he miss me, want to be with me, and kick himself for not being with me. But it will be too late. Much like your situation, my advice to you is don't wait and live for her, hoping she will come back to you. You need a new distraction, a new woman. That's great, calling a woman a distraction. One who will not only replace your ex, but will love you even better than your ex ever did. And she is out there, man. Keep the faith. It's all in... that's a Bon Jovi song. It's all in the timing. Keep positive. You will attract the good women faster if you do. If you are always negative, you will attract the kind of women you are better off not getting involved with. Just a helpful tip. We attract partners based on how we view ourselves and how we think, positively or negatively. Kinda like the old birds of a feather flock together. I'm still single and learning myself. But I know I've given you some sound advice I too need to follow. Good luck! And remember, your ex fell for you, so someone else will too. You're lovable, attractive, and have a lot to offer a lucky woman. Keep telling yourself these things. Then just wait and see.
Is that from a chick or a dude?
I think that's a dude. It has to be a dude, because he's like, I'm really having hard troubles. Alright, and then this is the last one for the exes, and apparently it's the first guy. It's the original poster.
Oh, okay.
It's
so
OP.
just replying back to that person?
Yeah, it's
okay.
OP. Apparently he had more responses, because he said responses. Thank you for your responses and advice first and foremost. I have dated numerous other women. Again, highlighting that fact makes me not really believe that there's numerous. Also, one is a number, so...
Wow.
Also, half is a number. I have dated numerous other women, some amazing, some not. They have been very attractive women and not so attractive women. Wow. Throwing some shade, man.
What the
One I saw for a little over a year. Things were great until the comfortability set in and bickering ensued. I honestly thought I was over my ex-wife. I wanted the divorce. Oh my gosh, are you going to rehash this? Gosh, get out of here. Eventually the disagreements became less and less. Ugh. Blah, blah, blah. Woe is me and my wife. My ex-wife have broken up. Meh.
No wonder she divorced him.
I am still dating, but my heart will not let go. I believe that I made a mistake and I should have listened to her and not rushed into the divorce. I'm now living with my regret and trying to figure out how to make this woman see the man she once loved. We were together 10 years, married for 7.5 years, and it's hard to believe she feels nothing now. I'm at a loss.
I'm like, dude, you wanted this.
Yeah, you rushed into it.
Exactly, so this is what you get.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's all on him. Honestly, I think that's all on you, bro.
Yeah, because
that's you.
At first, I was kind of in his corner, but after that reply, I'm like, no, I'm done.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like the guy. I was worried to read his reply just because I felt like he was gonna rehash the whole like, oh, she left me because we were bickering so much, and I mean, you jumped into the divorce. It's mostly on you. Yeah. She probably does feel something for you. But if you guys fought a lot, she could have feelings for you, but because she has such hard feelings for you, that could have made her hard over the years of how much bickering and anger you went through. I mean, think about it. That's 17 and a half years. Mm-hmm. That's almost 18 years of being with somebody. And depending on when that went south, even if the last 2 years were just bickering and stuff, that's a hard habit to break and to not feel that anymore. I mean, I've talked to people that have been in really terrible have been in really terrible relationships for a long time, and you just get sucked into a habit and then you treat that person that you're newly dating the same way that you treated your ex, and then they get fed up with you because, hey, you're not treating me right. Because you're treating them like you did your ex, because that's what you thought and perceived. And it's like, that's not the right way, man.
Yeah, because that one person that he was with for a year, they started fighting. So I'm like, I see a pattern.
Yeah, and also, what do you think is going to happen when you get back to your ex-wife? Because he said after that year, the comfortability set in, and that's when he just started going nuts. Like, that's when they started fighting. Being with somebody for almost 18 years, how much comfortable are you going to get?
Exactly.
To me, I feel like there's something inside of him that he didn't fix or didn't. There's something inside him that's not clicking well, and maybe it's like some subconscious like thought of like, oh my gosh, like I've been with this person 18 years, like that's a long time. And maybe they have like a kid together at a young age, and then they're just like, oh my gosh, I've been with this one person forever, and it's like, what do I do? So, I think you gotta move on, man. Don't even think about it. Like, because if you're not making... Go have more numerous dates with some attractive women and some not attractive women said by you. Also, the one reply that was given amid advice, sound advice, quote unquote, sound advice, was like, hey, man, you're attractive. You're a good guy. You can offer women stuff. Keep telling yourself that.
That actually was a huge turn off, because I'm like, why does it matter if the person you went with is attractive or not attractive? You're just dating. Just leave it at that.
Yeah. Dude, live and let live. I'm telling you right now, if you guys got back together, it would probably do more harm. Even in the next, like, even if it started out, first of all, it's never going to be new because you have so much history behind you. You can't just be like, hey, let's start over from the beginning. Like, we'll never remember anything.
Exactly.
It's like, that never works. That will never work. And bro, just let it go. That's sound advice right there. Don't use women as a distraction, because that's not fair to them.
That's horrible.
Because some girl might be looking for the actual Mr. Right, and you might be taking up her time just by taking her on a date and her getting the wrong idea and stringing them along. Find a hobby. Go make some model airplanes. Do boats in a bottle. Do something, man, because you need to figure out your own life before you start dating. Because there's something going on.
You had to select the most boringest hobbies.
I'm just trying to come up with a hobby that's like. I'm just trying to come up with a hobby that like really you have to really focus on.
Okay.
And model airplanes and boats in a bottle take a lot of. You can't be thinking about your ex while you're like trying to stick a tiny thing through a little bottle hole, and you're like.
You might bring back memories.
And then you break the bottle. Rhonda! Confound you! Alright, this is the last one. This is going to be the last one. I read a little bit of it. I think it's going to be spicy, like a spicy meatball. This is another one where they hate yell at each other. I'm not going to say the title because it's the full name of a person.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna call it The Price is Right. Because I'm showing quality of the title, so I'm gonna say The Price is Right.
Hey, I know someone by that name.
Oh, really? Cool. She's in Boston, and she really screwed up this person.
Oh.
Maybe. Let's see.
I gotta look up her Facebook now.
You made a commitment to me after I received terrible medical news. You made this commitment with a handmade book as a birthday present. All right, hold on. I need to wet my whistle a little bit. Because this is going to get good, I feel. There's 2 paragraphs.
Ooh.
All right, I'll start from the beginning. You made a commitment to me after I received terrible medical news. You made this commitment with a handmade book as my birthday present. I then gave up my multi-year celibacy on the condition of your commitment. Wrong move. You then abruptly abandoned me after my symptomatic birthday weekend. Symptomatic. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
You don't know what symptomatic means?
No.
I don't feel as stupid now.
Wait, how the hell do you spell that?
Symptomatic. Symptomatic. Sorry for everybody who's listening to the podcast and thinking, I know what it means, just keep going.
Serving as a symptom or sign, especially of something undesirable.
Okay, so a undesirable birthday weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
Let's do that. You then abruptly abandoned me after my symptomatic birthday weekend and have refused to discuss my medical news since. You gave me a cold shoulder just after having to leave my friend's wedding early, and we haven't discussed my health since. I think you already said that. You claim my health had nothing to do with your abrupt departure, yet you refuse to discuss my health. Was he a doctor? Like, why?
Just talk to him about his freaking health.
I may be disabled, but I'm not dumb. Wow.
What?
Wow, that took a harsh turn. I may be disabled. Whoa. Let's keep going. Living in a false reality may be your coping mechanism, but I'm not able to live in denial that I may prematurely die.
Oh, Sarah's a bitch.
You took my celibacy after learning startling health news. Now you refuse to discuss my health. Are you freaking serious? You could have left me like so many others have after... You could have left me like so many others have after my health struggles became too overwhelming and I would have moved on. But you decided to commit to me and take my celibacy before dumping me. Have some respect for the person you betrayed and effed over. Literally. Treat me like more than just a body. I may have a chronic illness, but that makes me no less of a human being. I've made peace internally, but will forever feel your negative energy until you confront your own actions. You made a commitment to get to know me in exchange for my celibacy. Make the effort to get to know my health. Sex by deception is a crime. Wow. That one took a crazy turn.
I'm so upset for him. I'm so upset.
That is... That was really... That took a huge turn.
That girl's horrible.
I did not expect that one at all. I don't know what to say after that. That makes me feel a little uncomfortable. I thought it was gonna be something else.
Well, I mean, you always hear about like guys doing that, but then you hear a girl doing that, and it's just like, dang, that's just.
I think it happens a lot more than we think.
Yeah. And
it's like, I think anybody is subjected to that. I just think, I just think they both shouldn't have jumped into something until until both of them figured out how they're gonna deal with this.
Yeah, but it sounded like she did. Like he basically said, "I was celibate for this long. If I'm gonna give it up, I want to have to be in a relationship." And she, point blank, told him.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Like, I think with a decision that big on like celibacy or staying with somebody that's gonna be handicapped, or handicapable, I feel like you should really take some time to make sure that person is really committed. Life is gonna change hard. Like, it's gonna take a huge left turn once everything happens with the health and stuff starts to go and whatnot. And you can't just be like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. Because before everything happened, she could have said that. And then started thinking over the weeks and then been like, oh my gosh, like, I don't think I can handle this. And that's where... That's why I said both of them shouldn't have jumped into anything. She shouldn't have said, hey, I'm going to be here for the long haul always. And he shouldn't have been ready to jump at giving up the celibacy. Does that make sense?
It does, but as a decent human being, she could have been like, I can't handle this. I still want to be your friend and be there for you, but I can't be in a relationship like this.
Yeah, it's just, that one took a huge...
That's horrible.
That one took a huge left turn.
That was also, this is just not, yeah.
Should I even try to find another one?
Please find another one, because
we could, I don't know if we even should.
That's ending on a very...
yeah, I know, but really? I don't know how to... I don't want to end it. Like, that one's really tough, so it's like, I don't want to just, like, wash over it. Just be like, hey...
Very melancholy now.
Joke. Let's have a joke. Like, I don't know, that was...
That's harsh reality right there.
I will say right now, I did not expect that, but it's something I have thought about, where it's like, if I was with somebody, like okay, so I've been in a long term relationship at one point, and I mean, it's normal to have thoughts, and it's like, okay, if this person went through like a really harsh chronic illness or something, like, could I stick around? And I mean, in just thinking about it, like, just randomly one day, you're like, oh, of course. Yeah, of course. I love this person. I'm always going to be there for this person, no matter what. But then it's like, to actually go through it, it's like, it's kind of like watching a horror movie, and there's a murderer after these people, and you're just like, oh, I would do this. I wouldn't do any of this. I would have the right mind to do A, B, or C, get out, and I'd be done with this whole thing in 30 minutes. But you don't know until you're in that situation. And you're like, oh, realistically, I peed my pants, and I can't move, and the knife went through my throat, and now I'm dead. Like...
I don't know. I saw my parents go through that. My mom with my dad, and... I mean, she was there, ride or die. Like, seriously, she was there 100% of the way, because, I mean, that was her husband of, was it 24, 25 years? So, yeah, I don't understand how someone can have that mindset of just going. Even if you've been in a relationship for maybe less than a year or something like that, still.
I think it's just it's really different. I mean, also the same thing could be said with when somebody has a child. The guy is always like, oh, yeah, no worries, I'll always be there. Like, leading up to it, it could always be like, oh, yeah, I'll be there. We'll have the kid together, we'll be a family and all this other stuff. And then the kid is birthed, and then all of a sudden it's like, I need to go do something. I need to go get something from my place or something. And then she never hears from the guy again. And it's like, oh, it's all too real right now. And I mean, I'm not trying to blast anybody on either side, but I mean, I think both people in this situation were wrong. One, I feel, is more wrong than the other. I mean, I think in this situation, the guy should have waited and said, hey, let's wait in a year after all this happens and see what happens. He might not even
have a year.
But then the girl leaves, and 2 months later when you go, oh, okay, in a year, and she goes, okay, cool, and then she leaves 2 months later or like 30 days later, then it's like, good thing I didn't do that, because I saw her true colors.
Well, sometimes when you're hit with like some type of disability, disease, or whatnot, you have a different mindset because you don't know what's going to happen next. So you kind of somewhat jump into things.
Right.
So I think kind of what he did with that, he did have his delay in the relationship, but then he thought, well, maybe I should just go for it because she seems legit. And that was her for selling herself like that. So I'm blaming all on that chick.
Yeah.
Are you still trying to find one?
I'm looking.
I say we just ended on that.
You want to just end it on that? I found another Shiva versus Panda.
Really?
Yeah, it's a different one, I think.
No, are they multiple posting?
No, it's not multiple. It's actually a different. It's the same title, but it's probably from the same guy or girl, and it's a different message. But I mean, we could just end it on there. Boston was a little bit eye-opening, I will say. I did not expect... First of all, I did not expect that post to go that way. I never thought I would see a post that way.
Yeah.
But But we've seen a post about a guy helping out another guy get a green card, but they thought they were really in love, and then the guy took all of his money and whatnot. We saw a post about that. Now we're seeing a post about a girl taking the guy's... Well, I'm not going to say... They consented at having relations, and then she left, probably in a moment of finally realizing, hey, I can't do this, and then packed up and left. Never thought I would see that, though.
Wait, you said something about a green card?
Yeah, remember in one of our early ones?
Oh, yeah.
The guy took all the guy's money, and it was like, oh.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That was bad. This is worse, though. And I can't believe we're ending on this.
Well, sometimes you gotta just take a real post and just slap it up there. It's not always sunshine and giggles and
I will
basketballs.
say I think everybody can learn from this post, though. Make sure you know who you're getting in a relationship with, and don't jump into anything. Like, don't jump into having sex, especially if you're inexperienced. Don't jump into getting an apartment with somebody, because you never know. They might be terrible at making rent, and then they don't even work or something. Like, don't jump into getting a car. For now, don't even jump into getting a pet, because you never know. I mean, 6 months, 2 months, they could be gone. They could up and leave. They could ghost you. Or they could just be a jerk and bicker with you all the time and then want to peace out. So, just be cautious. It's okay to be cautious. I think a lot of people jump into things nowadays, and it's like, it's okay to be cautious, I feel. You have anything, any advice that you would say?
No, not really, because, I'm basically the opposite, so I just kind of took your advice.
Jump in?
Yeah, I jump in, and then, yeah.
I mean, I do that sometimes. Yeah. I'm learning really fast not to do that. And I hope I'm learning. I mean, it's taken me a while to get back on this horse, so it's like I'm really not wanting. I had two relationships I jumped head first in, and they went sour real quick, and then I was a total jerk. I was the one guy that was bickering with everybody.
Oh.
I was the guy that got into a relationship, was probably a complete jerk, and ended it really quickly.
What?
And it was not a good situation, and I took a long break off. So, just if you're going through a breakup or anything, don't distract yourself with people of the opposite sex, because or whoever you're attracted to. Don't do it, because they might be looking for somebody and you're wasting their time. You could also automatically hurt yourself in the long run. I mean, you could just be like, you could just do more damage, because you're like, oh, this girl was terrible, just like the last two. So now I'm just in this mode of all women are terrible kind of thing, and they're not. There's some really good ones, and you just need to work on yourself. Relax. Maybe start a podcast about missed connections, or start a YouTube channel. Do something else that's distracting. Apparently, don't make bottle boats or plane models, because those are boring.
They are.
Or they're
boring.
Get a drone. Is that cool enough for you?
Yeah, get a drone.
Yeah, let's get a drone then. So this one's not as funny towards the end, but I think ultimately you can learn something from it. Just like every post on missed connections, every day in life can bring you something you can learn from.
There you go.
So I try to do that every day. And I try not to learn that people are all a-holes, especially on the road. But just be decent human beings out there. At least try to. Even if you can't be a decent human being every day. Strive for it. Be nice. Don't just look at women or men as man meat, women meat. Look at them for actual human beings. I want to find a misconnection post that's like, oh yeah, girl, you look good, but your mind really sold it. Like, I had such a stimulating conversation with you. we had to talk about neuroscience and physics. Oh, the brain. Your brain is killing that haircut. Yeah, you might have had a medium body with a black dress, but that brain and those glasses, oh, you're killing it, girl. Or guy. All right, I think I'm done. I think I'm ending it with a little bit of a high note.
A little bit lighter note.
So this was this week's episode for Mr. and Miss Connections, Baston style. If you want to catch more Baston, maybe check out a Baston Red Sox game. Click on More Than a Feeling by Boston, while also watching The Departed in the background.
And drinking Dunkin.
And drinking Dunkin
Dinner.
Or Manchester by the Sea.
I apologize to all those Bostonians out there that are listening to this and then had to listen to Andrew the entire time. But they do an accent.
Baston. I didn't do it as much as I thought I would.
No. Which kudos to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Not doing that.
I was trying to take it seriously.
Yeah, a little.
Even though I hate the Patriots. Anyways, bring on the hate mail from a Dolphins fan. Don't tell me that you guys beat us every year. Because I know it's true. Anyways, this was Mr. and Miss Connections for the week. We're on iTunes. Give us a comment, subscribe, and rate us. It helps us with the ratings. We're also on Angelcake Entertainment YouTube channel, where you can also find a whole bunch of other videos that you might also enjoy. But you can also subscribe there and give us likes, give us views, leave us comments. Our Twitter and Instagram stuff is all in the description on both iTunes and YouTube. And this podcast is also on drewangelman.com. Why you would want to go there, who knows? But definitely check us out on iTunes. So yeah, this is the podcast for the week. My name is Andrew.
And I'm Leilani.
And we'll catch y'all next week. Baston.